Hey YouTube, Nurse Marc here. We hear all the time that we need to make healthy life choices, and that's solid advice. How the heck do we build healthy life choices? Well, we build habits. So habits take time to build. When we want to get good at something, we need to do it over and over. And they say a habit takes about 4 weeks to build. So in order to build good and better lifestyle choices, it's going to take some time and commitment on your part. When I was in basic training, everything that we did was regimented. Actually, the whole time I was in the Army, everything that we did was regimented. But in basic training, we had a schedule for everything. Cleaning stations where we would clean the entire shacks, times when we would polish our boots, when we would get up for PT, when it was time to go to bed. Everything was regimented. And the idea was it would start building habits within us so that we were better able to tackle the tasks day to day. And it became easier and easier every time because we built habits. And this pertains to lifestyle choices as well. One of the easiest things that you can do, and one of the most difficult things that you can do, is eliminating trigger foods from your house. If you have certain foods that you know you just can't have and you compulsively eat, just don't buy them. Which sucks. I know that's great advice and terrible advice, but just get rid of them out of the house. I used to have a problem with having beer in the house. Couldn't tell you why, but if there was beer in the house, I was going to drink it. Now I have a great Scotch collection, but I don't feel the same way about Scotch. But if there's beer, I was going to drink it. So I had to go out of my way and stop buying beer. Couldn't have it in the house, right? It's one way that I made a lifestyle choice because I recognized that having it in the house, I compulsively drank it. Now I'm not talking a 6-pack a day, but if there's a single beer, I was going to drink it. Eliminating trigger foods is not always that easy. It's easier said than done. Let's say you're a potato chip fiend and you absolutely can't do without them. Maybe rather than completely eliminating potato chips, we find a healthy alternative like, I don't know, avocado chips or something like that, or sweet potato chips. You might still get some of that oral satisfaction. That sounded dirty, I apologize, but it might help reinforce a better lifestyle choice while getting rid of that negative trigger food. And then eventually you either get rid of that healthy choice or you keep a healthy alternative. Speaking of food, before you go to the grocery store, make a list. Oh man, you ever gone shopping hungry? That grocery list goes right out the window. Sounds easy, but it isn't. Often when we go aisle to aisle, we're thinking with our stomach and we're not thinking with our brain, so we may make really bad choices. By having that defined list of the things we're going to pick up, we make sure that we don't think with the wrong part of our body. Now, if you see something on the shelf that you're like, oh, I kind of want that, write it down, go home, and ask yourself, does this fit with my life plan? If it does, grab it the next time you go to the grocery store. I'm sure there's nothing immediate at the grocery store in that moment that you need that's not on that list. Plan to do something physical every single day. Now that doesn't mean going to the gym every single day. You can incorporate going to the gym, of course. I might encourage that too. But this could be stuff like yoga, going for a walk, playing soccer, active recovery. By getting our bodies used to doing something physical every single day, we're building that habit and that mental pathway about being physical and trying to do physical exercise. Get some fresh air. My word. If you're in a concrete jungle like I am living in Vancouver, it is super easy to go from one indoor area to another indoor area. Getting outside for some fresh air is an amazing lifestyle choice. It is so much better than sitting inside and smelling your stale farts. The other advantage of getting outside and getting some fresh air is it's going to start cueing you with that physical activity like going for a walk. And these healthy lifestyle choices will help reinforce the other ones. Here we go, the big one. Cut down on your drinking. Don't get me wrong, I love beer, but I also recognize that when you have a slight impairment or a huge hangover from drinking the previous night, it can derail everything we just talked about. You eat crappier foods, you don't feel like exercising, you kind of don't want to go for a walk because you just want to sit on the couch because you feel like bum. And I'm not saying you have to eliminate alcohol completely from your diet. I don't, that would make me a hypocrite. But just keep it in check. How much is too much? No, that's individualistic. There's a lot of definitions of alcohol, but if you're drinking every single day, maybe that's a bit too much. If it's every once in a while, that's fine. Binge drinking is obviously the worst. That's it, boys and girls. Some ways to rethink your lifestyle and start building healthier habits. Like and subscribe, questions and comments down below, and as always, eat like a bodybuilder and train like a powerlifter.